it okay for you there?
Cool. It says we are live. I think it's okay. Do we need to move this? Yeah, make sure that doesn't fall.
We just need to be more this way a little bit. That's
Okay.
just centered. Okay, sit, have a seat.
Is that okay?
Yeah.
Oh,
do you
look
think?
how short I am.
I know. Well, I mean, it's just a podcast. Who cares?
Well,
You want me
maybe
to-
we can move that closer.
We can maybe. We could.
Hi guys, we're getting situated here
Give
for
us a second. We're so
podcast.
professional with this.
I know, so professional.
Just don't want. Okay,
Oh my goodness.
so we should have set this up somehow before. I don't know how to
We
do
should
that.
have, yeah.
So is this
We're
low
just-
enough?
That's better. That's better.
That's better?
Yeah, right there's
Mm.
good.
Perfect.
All right, we're getting ready to do our live.
Oh, bear
podcast.
with us, everybody. Oh, here we go. Much better, right? You want to sit here? You want to switch spots?
We can switch, sure.
Because it looks like I'm closer.
It does.
Unless you can find something, but then I have to grab all my stuff.
Okay.
That's okay. I'll grab it.
Or I can hand it to you.
Whoa.
The Trashed Picture Show says, "Yo guys, hi."
Guys,
Trashed
don't
Picture
sit back so far. You sit up like this. It's a lot better.
Show. Oh, excuse
bless
me. Ooh, I'm sorry, guys.
You remember not to wear anything that has a spelling, because then it doesn't reverse it, because the cell phone doesn't do the flip.
Oh, it is a little backwards, isn't
It is a lot bad. It's about as backwards as you can get.
And we're pretty bass backwards.
And we are.
Yeah.
As we do the best.
Are we ready to intro our podcast?
I think so.
Okay.
Hey, welcome everybody to another edition of
Living the Scream!
the
Behind the scenes of The Mummy and the Monkey Show.
Oh boy, I should have just let you go with that. I'm sorry.
And I'm Janet Takei, the mummy.
And I am James the Monkey. Ooh,
Woo.
Grimgory, yeah. But
And yeah, it's been a minute. We try to do this live YouTube podcast talking about behind the scenes of our Facebook live show
yes, indeed.
every week. However, we missed this past Monday
Past
and
several weeks, I think we've
and
been
last
offline.
week. Yeah, it's been 2 weeks since we've
Not
did
that-
all.
yeah, we're trying to catch up.
Yeah.
Yeah, but every week it's been sort of a little challenging between doing some work stuff, and we had some personal family stuff happen this week. But everything seems to be okay for now. Crisis averted, but
Yeah.
you're dealing with aging parents. You just got to kind of be there for them, and I want to be. We want to be. So it's just
yeah.
a matter of family first, and then all this other family first, fun second. Got to
Yeah.
get your F's in order.
So
That's just how I see it.
yeah, you're giving out all the F's there.
Right.
Was watching. Oh, okay. Someone was, we won't get into that. They were
What?
watching the State of the Union video, and then they saw that we
Oh.
were live and switched over.
Okay. Well, I don't
So,
know. Would it be more interesting?
We
but,
hope to be more entertaining and
We
less
can-
aggressive than politics.
I mean, if you want, we could start building some kind of wall or something.
No, that's not
don't know.
necessary. We're good.
Okay.
Everybody's welcome to watch.
Yeah.
Anyways.
But anyway, yeah. So that's the best thing about the internet, right? Is you get to kind of pick your poison every. You can watch stuff, and everything's most things are archived if they're not taken down. Speaking of that, our last Mummy and the Monkey show, when I talk about the first rule of business here, is the first part of it. We talk about our Mummy and the Monkeys Hairy Scary Hangout show that we do every Friday night live on Facebook.
Yes, and our Facebook fan page is the Mummy and the Monkey.
And we do that at 10 p.m. Eastern Time on Friday nights, 10 to midnight. So we show a movie, hang out with you guys live, interact with the audience, and show skits, bits, interviews, and things that we've done as the Mummy and the Monkey. We have a lot of fun with that. And okay, so let's talk about real quick. Start out with last week's Mummy and the Monkeys Hairy Scary Hangout live episode, where we got to screen a very exclusive movie.
We were able to show a trauma entertainment film that's being distributed on Blu-ray, Revenge of the Spacemen. So it was unfortunately deleted from our archives because they want to promote the Blu-ray sales, rightfully so.
And I was pointing because she's in the movie. Janet's in
And
the
I
movie.
star in
Yes.
the film. So if you guys are interested in picking up your Blu-ray copy, it's on
Yes.
Troma.com or through Amazon.com.
This is very uncomfortable, by the way.
And I'm sorry.
Oh.
And if I see you at a local convention, a film convention, if you have your copy of the Blu-ray, I will sign it for you, no problem.
Look, we got a co-host. We got Louie.
Louie. He's the star of the show
He wants
now.
to host with us.
Hi, Louie.
Say hello to everyone, Lou.
Oh,
Okay.
he just wants to sit on your lap.
He needs some guy time. I know.
He wants to
That's
hang
all
out
right.
with you.
I can micromanage. I can do that too. I can. What do they call that? Multitask.
Multitask.
I knew it started with an M.
So we have 3 cats, and that's Louie.
Oh, they're gonna say we have 3 watchers. We actually have 7 watchers.
We actually have
That's
7
cool.
watchers.
We'll take them.
What's your influence for Stasha from the old country?
Well.
Lucille, I didn't get to see the last part of it.
Lucille will suffice.
Well, okay, so
Good question, by the way, Lucille.
that's a very good question. Perfect strangers, etc. Okay, Trash Picture Show. Thank you. That's a really good question. So, Stasha from the Old Country is a skit that we do on our Facebook Live show, and I do have some Stasha skits uploaded to our YouTube channel.
Mm-hmm.
The inspiration for that is here in Cleveland, Ohio, on Channel 8. For the longest time, for like over 40 years, you could watch the Big Chuck and Little John show, and they were movie hosts in Cleveland, Ohio.
Mm-hmm.
And Big Chuck
Shadowski
and Little John Rinaldi were the hosts. Well, Big Chuck Shadowski is of Polish descent, and I am part Polish. And when they first started doing that show, it was originally called the Houlihan and Big Chuck, because Houlihan helped
He was
host
the
it
first co-host with
before
Chuck,
Little John went on there.
But
they used to make fun of people of Polish descent.
yeah,
And
well, not make fun of them,
well,
but
not-
they use the stereotype. Chuck was making fun of it being Polish. He thought he could poke fun at the Polish stereotypes of, especially here in Cleveland, we have
Yeah.
a suburb named called Parma.
Parma,
where-
Ohio is the biggest suburb of Cleveland, and
Yeah.
it used to have, and it still does,
Not too much.
but
information,
it's
But
gotten
it had
more
it
diverse.
had a large Polish, residency at the time, and between Goulardi, who was on the show before him, was on that time slot in '66 from '63 to '66, before Houlihan and Big Chuck took over, from '66, I guess, to like '79. They and to this day they had a whole like a running gag of like doing these certain Polish jokes, which they
Yes.
turned into certain ethnic. Yeah, there's Goulardi right there.
Yeah.
But
I'll
so-
model the shirt while you talk.
So Chuck had developed a character who he had a couple of names. One they did call him Stash a few times, but then it turned into Stanley, whatever. But anyway, but he used to wear a very a sweater that was very popular.
I'll go get the sweater.
Yeah. Amongst people from the neighborhood, like of Parma or any other that might have been Polish or whatever at the time, and it was a striped sweater. And Janet got a hold of one through the guy the gentleman who directed and wrote Revenge of the Spacemen, Jay Summers, gave her this, exact actual vintage sweater.
And this is a Janston. I don't know if that tag's showing up, but it's a Janston sweater made in the USA. It's a pure wool, old wool itchy sweater. I'll wear it. But yeah, this is what I wear for Stasha skits. And these sweaters are hard to find. We go out thrifting a lot where I look for vintage clothes, and these are so hard to find, especially in these colors. Because if you live in Northeast Ohio, this is the Big Chuck sweater. So, and this is what I wear for Stasha.
Yeah, so Stasha is a homage to the character that Chuck was using for a while, to Stanley, or Stash as he was known for a little while too. So Stash became Stasha.
yeah, I
no
decided-
relation to his character, but
No, and they coined the term certain ethnic, the certain ethnic guy, the certain ethnic skit, because they were making fun of, not making fun of in a mean way or derogatory way, but making
they were making
light,
fun of the stereotype.
making
of Polish,
light of the stereotype of
the Polish joke.
the
or whatever.
Polish community, the Polish jokes, the certain ethnic jokes. So, but because Big Chuck and Little John, that was their thing. Big Chuck created that term.
Yeah,
we do not.
certain ethnic.
Yeah, we don't use that term. I call her Stasha from the old country, and that could be any place. And we're all just,
But we do play polka music in the background.
We
with the
do,
skits.
we
And
do.
that, it's a subtle thing. It's not to beat anyone over the head with what we're doing, but basically it's an homage to sum this up to a late night programming thing that we were very big fans of. So.
Oh yeah. So just there's like a little bit of a story. So sorry,
Yeah.
it's like.
And you can look up some of those the skits on YouTube, the Big Chuck and Little John or Houlihan and Big Chuck skit. Just type in certain ethnic what certain ethnic. I'll bet you
Oh, there's a ton of
Big Chuck, Little John, or Big Chuck certain ethnic, and you'll find skits.
and the skits were so funny. They were so cheesy funny.
And
so
they were all good. They were just all, you know.
it was all
for
in
fun.
good. It was all in good fun.
Yeah.
You know. So yeah, a little piece of history there.
Yeah. And
Oh,
we have a
sweater's
really,
itchy though.
We have a really cool Stasha skit that we just shot footage for that we might be able to debut tomorrow night, depending on how fast I can get it together. But it should be a real fun one, a really good one.
You should play Super Mario, man. You got that kind of character.
Super Mario.
Super Mario. I don't know what they mean by that. I have a Mario and Luigi tattoo. Maybe he saw that.
But why would you have to play? I don't get that. Anyway,
I don't know.
Who knows, man? You know, who knows? But yeah, so so that was fun. So we had a good time hosting that movie last night or last week.
Oh yeah.
But we had to take it down because it's being released on Blu-ray by Troma Entertainment.
Right, but and the copy that we played was in standard definition. It was not the high definition Blu-ray copy. And what's nice about the Blu-ray version is there's a nice intro that's done by Lloyd Kaufman himself, the owner of Troma Entertainment. So there's a fun video that you could watch before you watch the movie. And I think he had deleted scenes on the Blu-ray too.
Read that comment about a certain joke in Florida.
Once heard John Lanigan say he tried the certain ethnic joke thing in Florida and
It didn't fly.
it didn't fly. People got mad. Oh, okay.
Well,
Have you posted tomorrow's movie yet? No, we
No.
have not. But what movie were you wanting to play?
well, I was thinking about since Dick Miller passed away, that the actor who was in tons of different movies, a lot of Roger Corman stuff. He's got the most recognizable face as a character actor, as like sort of a a third or fourth actor in a movie. Yeah, it was either thinking of A Bucket of Blood, or he does make a sort of a reoccurring part in Little Shop of Horrors, the original Little Shop of Horrors, not the remake, the musical, but the one with
The Bucket of Blood.
Yeah, Bucket of Blood might be it because it's about an hour long. But I have to get to it quickly.
Oh, the other character in the Stasha skit reminds him of Mario.
Oh, Yashu,
So,
her dad.
so Stasha and her dad Yashu, and he wears the mustache and the glasses.
Yeah, when the Stasha character, when Janet had the idea for it, it was just a name and a sweater, and we didn't know how to set it up. We didn't know if she was going to talk, because usually Big Chuck's Stanley character didn't talk too much.
He didn't talk, but Earl talks.
Earl's talking. Hey, we're in here, Earl.
I'll go
He
get
is
Earl.
screaming. Is he okay?
He's okay. I think he wants someone to play.
He hears us talking. He thinks we're talking to him. But that character that he developed didn't talk a lot, and it was just very more physical and slapstick stuff. And we just thought maybe we could expand what Stasha could get into as if we had sort of like a comedy team thing. So okay, they get it.
Say hi.
So we developed another character. I did. It would be her dad. So Yashu, because Yashu found the Kishka.
Yeah, like the song
Yeah.
You Stole the Kishka.
Yeah, Yashu found it. So we just thought that was a good name for him.
I ordered my copy of Revenge of the Spacemen from Amazon.
Oh.
It will be released on the 12th. Oh, thank you.
Awesome.
Thank you guys for supporting independent
That's
film.
really good to hear. Yeah.
That's awesome. And now I can officially say that I am a Troma Scream Queen.
Nice. High
I
five.
am a Troma Scream Queen. That gives me some punk rock street cred, but
Yeah, it does. You need to get a tattoo, maybe Troma Scream.
Troma Scream Queen. That would be a cool tattoo.
That would be a cool tattoo.
That'd be sweet. Get it on my arm.
Troma Scream.
Troma Scream Queen.
Right above your mouth, so people can know you're screaming.
No, not there.
No?
It would look like a mustache.
A mustache.
A
yeah.
mustache.
Don't do that.
I didn't see the other comments. I'm sorry, guys. But we will check them out later.
For sure.
Thank you for
I wish they
commenting.
would still stay up there. That'd be neat.
Yeah, they just flash on my screen like beep, and then it's
And
gone.
they'll cover 'em. I don't want to see me. I mean,
Oh, I want to see you.
bah. Anyway, so that's what so we're working on a new Stasha skit that should be a really good one, and a lot more to come, so stay tuned.
Stay tuned.
There you go. Take that one off.
You had a kiss in that movie. Did Grimm get mad?
Well, the good thing is that,
That
this
was-
was filmed before Grimm was in the picture.
Yeah,
so-
that was filmed before Grimm and I. That was before we were together. We were. I think I just met you that year because it was filmed in 2013.
Yeah.
So I did meet him that year, but we were still friends then.
And the guy was kind of gross looking, and he didn't look like he could kiss that good anyway. So it doesn't bother me.
And
Anyway.
it was just a pretend kiss for the
It
movie.
was acting. It was acting.
Yes, yes. And the actor that I kissed is George Tootie. He's a local actor, so congrats, George. You are now a Troma actor.
He looked a little flat. You said George 2D, right?
Tootie.
Not
Tootie.
3D. Oh, not. Oh, I thought you said 2D, like 2D,
Like Tutti Frutti.
two-dimensional. Oh,
George Tutti Frutti.
Tootie. Okay.
George Tootie, yeah.
Not 3D. George 3D was
And
different.
a lot of great local actors, and there
Yeah.
are some actors that have since moved to LA and they're involved in theater out there.
Right.
So very cool.
Yeah, but that's a good question. No, not a problem with that. What are you gonna do? It's acting.
But it was fun to be a part of.
Hey! Oh no.
It was fun to be a part of, and I enjoy every now and then I'll get a bit part in a straight to video
Well,
type of thing.
people ask those questions a lot to actors when they have like sex scenes and stuff like that. Like, did you? Oh, there's people. You don't understand. There's people there, and there's lights, and you're under pressure, and you
And
have
it's kind of awkward.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not talking about hardcore. I'm talking about like a regular,
Like if there's a love scene in a
R-rated
movie.
type of movie
Right.
or any kind of movie. Yeah, like that, like a regular release movie. Because even the adult actors talk about that, and I couldn't even imagine being asked.
Yeah.
Wait till we're ready to go. Oh, I'm ready to go right now. Anyway, I don't know how you control all that. It seems kind of odd to me.
Okay.
And a talent within itself.
Let's not get into details about that.
No, we're not. We're keeping it clean. But that is a common and people do fall in love on the set, from what I hear.
Yeah, there are
does
some
happen.
actors that will fall in love and
Sure.
start dating. It does happen, but
Yeah.
no, George is a nice guy, and he's a nice Facebook friend. And I've
Are you
seen,
Facebook friends with them?
well, yeah, him and Janine and all the other cast members, and and I'll see him at the convention sometimes.
Okay, I never see
Yeah.
them at the conventions.
Okay. All right, whatever.
Oh boy.
But yeah, we are looking forward to tomorrow's live show on Facebook.
Yeah, we always do.
And it's not as put together as.
It'll be fun. Don't worry about it.
We're going to put everything together between
Don't
tonight
worry.
and tomorrow morning.
Listen, and that's usually the show is something a lot of
Oh, I
times
didn't
like
get to
that.
see the comment.
It'll pop up again.
I'm sorry. Someone was asking a question.
It'll pop up again. Can't you hit there?
Oh, there it goes. What did I start? Oh, jeez.
What? Oh, please.
They're teasing you.
It's just joking.
Yeah.
They're very, very low jealous right here.
So yeah, we're gonna put together the.
Jeez, are you
Ooh.
okay? My God,
The
one
cats
of the
are
cats ran
attacked.
to the railing. My Lord, that must hurt.
They're
That was
chasing
Louie.
each other on the stairs.
My God, it's like thunder.
Crazy cats.
But yeah, so definitely pick up your copy of Revenge of the Spacemen on Blu-ray from Troma Entertainment.
Troma.com or Amazon.com. You can pre-order it, and once it's out, they ship it right to you. No problem there. And thank you guys for supporting independent film, for watching us. And we have a live show tomorrow night, and then
Yes.
another show
But
the
wait,
next
there's
day.
more.
But wait, there's more. Do we have any flyers from that?
I don't know. Did you bring any of them home?
No, I left them at the store.
No, I mean, it's okay. It's like 9 people.
Shoot.
I mean, we could talk about it.
So yeah, Saturday, if you guys live in Northeast Ohio, in Berea at the Elks Lodge.
Or close to Ohio.
It's,
We've had people coming from out of town. They last
Yeah,
night.
yeah.
We didn't, but the event did.
Elks Lodge number 1815 in Berea. The Cinema Wasteland crew is having another retro double feature movie night on 16mm film for $5. You get to watch 2 movies plus short films like a Three Stooges or
A Little Rascals.
or like
some
a cartoon.
cartoons, intermission reel they're going to show.
Yeah, they're
Old-fashioned throwback intermission reel. in
Intermission
between.
time. The Mummy and the Monkey will help to host and MC that event.
We'll be there.
And the 2 movies they are showing Saturday night at the Berea, Ohio Elks Lodge is Voodoo Woman.
The 2 movies is.
The 2 movies are Motorcycle Gang and Voodoo Woman.
Yeah, Voodoo Woman I believe is the first one, and then Motorcycle Gang would be the last one. We did preview Voodoo Woman, and damn it, that's a good movie.
It's a good movie.
I hope, is that a public domain? Can we show that?
It is public domain.
Ooh.
So maybe one day we could
I think that would be
play it.
fun to show on our show in the future. Yeah.
And their 42nd Street Pete will be there. He's a Cinema Wasteland guest that is a Grindhouse Connoisseur.
I gotta tell you something about that later. And just remind me.
Okay.
This is some inside funny stuff.
Okay.
And that's going to be a lot of fun, by the way. And it gets even better because why? Because they do giveaways.
Yeah, they're going to do a prize
raffle,
giveaway.
Yeah, they raffle some good, and there's be some Mummy and the Monkey swag in there. And they have concessions there. They have popcorn, and candy, and they're a buck a piece.
It's just a buck a piece. What movie theater out there do you know that has popcorn, pop, and candy for only $1 a piece?
I think if it were two
and
people
it's only
going,
$5
it's $10
to get in.
So it's $10 and then another maybe $5. So like for under $20, you can bring a date. Or bring the kids, not under $20, but depending on the kids you have. But you know what I'm saying? But I think a movie ticket's like $12 or $15 now.
Oh gosh, you go broke buying that stuff now.
Do the math.
One pop is like $10 at a movie theater.
So yeah, so it's a lot of fun, and you're amongst friends. You know, a lot of Wastelanders go there, but it's open to anyone. That
this
wants
is
to go.
more like of an all ages type of show.
Yeah, that's another good thing too.
So they had it last month, and it was during a blizzard. Like the weather was really bad. It was snowy.
Yeah.
People were still coming out.
And people.
Hi, Tegan. Hello. Okay. And Tony says, only $1. Welcome to Fantasy Island.
Oh,
yeah,
boy.
there you go.
And you get like a nice little box of popcorn. They do the little boxes, right? Do they have the boxes?
Yeah.
And
it's actually like, they have the popcorn machine there.
Oh yeah, they pop the popcorn fresh.
And you can watch those old movies on an old film projector.
Yeah, they have a nice big screen.
16mm film.
They have a nice speaker system, that's real nice and
1950s
loud.
style speakers.
Oh yeah, it's all vintage, authentic
all
equipment.
retro.
Yeah, the equipment's all retro. It's awesome.
So
it's
going to be a lot of fun.
And we had people come in from out of town as well that drove from Michigan.
From Pittsburgh to Michigan.
Yeah, they showed up.
They drove like 3 hours, 6 hours.
In the snow.
So yeah, it's really cool, and it's a family-friendly event. So we're looking forward to it.
Was that a month ago almost now?
The last one they had was in January. So this is the thing. So the Cinema Wasteland crew, Ken and Pam and their friends, they put the Cinema Wasteland horror convention show together twice a year, once in April and once in October. And it's in Strongsville, Ohio. So if you want to learn more about it, you guys can go to cinemawasteland.com.
Yes.
But during the winter months, they want to put together one Saturday a month in the winter, a retro movie night.
That's right. So there might be one more coming up before this April Cinema Wasteland, which you can't believe.
There was one more in March.
God,
they will have one more in March.
Man, yeah, because it was all contingent upon how the first one went, and the first one went so great. I think over 100 people showed up, which is pretty good. It's in a small little Elks Lodge in the basement in the gym. It's pretty neat.
So yeah, very cool.
Exciting. It's going to be a lot of fun. Hope you guys can make it out there. If not, we will have footage more than likely on our next live show next week.
And we did get video from last.
We did, but now we're prepared. I know what I need to hit. I know what I need to film and everything. So we'll shoot some more and put together a nice little package to maybe get people that couldn't make it or didn't know whether they should or not.
Yep.
You're going to see it and be like, dang it, I missed it. And I got to go next time.
And so we are doing, at the end of February on our Facebook Live show, a drawing for a big grand prize. So we're going to give out 2 DVDs, some little Mummy Monkey swag, some little toys and things like that.
Yeah, we already got 2. I have to turn them backwards.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that. Wow.
Yeah, we already are getting fan mail that we want to show on tomorr's show.
And
tomorrow's program.
Yeah,
I said show twice.
Yeah, and the twist here is that it has to be snail mail. It can't be an email. So we just want snail mail. It would be nice from anything from a postcard to whatever,
A postcard, a letter, a drawing,
and
some silly fan art.
And that'll automatically enter you into
a ghost story.
I was wondering about that. Should we judge them? Are we asking them to get creative with what they send in, or should it just be a postcard that says "Enter me"?
I thought it would put it like we would put their name in a thing to do a drawing.
So no matter what they send in, no matter if somebody makes us a cool thing or gives us artwork, or if they just write up their name on a postcard, send it and do nothing, just that was just fine. I mean,
now you got me wondering.
Yeah, we might have to do 2 different ones.
Or could we let the fans choose?
No, that's very hard to do.
Too hard to do?
Yeah. Okay. It's kind of late. We should probably get a hold of him and see what's going on.
He might be watching right now.
Oh, that's true too. He was calling in. He should call me though.
Well, yeah, I can't answer the phone right now.
I know.
Okay.
I wonder if you could answer that and they could hear it.
Well, I'd rather
Or
not.
would it switch off?
I don't want to risk it.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, he must be watching. Hi, Brian. We know you're watching. Sorry about that.
Hi, neighbor
But
Brian.
if you want to do the live call-in, call my number if you still have it in your phone, and that way I can pick it up and we could chat, because it's kind of weird to try. We don't know
Yeah,
if it'll
because
cut our feed off.
I am doing the YouTube live stream from my phone right now.
Right, so we don't know if it'll interfere with if you're watching, buddy.
Trash Picture Show says, "What is your fave era of horror, guys?" My favorite era. So, I love the classic Universal monster films. I love those creepy, bizarre silent films. So it's really hard to pick. I love the '80s slashers too. Like I love Freddy and Jason. My favorite gross out movie is probably Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
But as far as era goes, I would have to say whatever was going on in the 50s, late 40s, 50s, early 60s, when they were just, it was the drive-in. I mean, they knew they were making a B movie, a movie that would come after the main movie, and they would just come up with the most bizarre premises for things. There are new things that pop, there are things that are new things to me that pop up that I wasn't aware of. Certain movies, I'm like, oh, you know, how did this even get approved? Like, what were they all smoking? Who agreed to sit there and do the act in these movies? It blows my mind.
Like The Brain That Wouldn't Die.
Yeah, and there was actually, or The Creeping Terror. I mean, that movie is just, and it was made by some crazy guy. And there's a documentary. I need to see this. It looks really interesting about the guy who made it.
You're good. I'm just gonna adjust the light.
Yeah, who was like he was like a womanizer. He would bring the actresses that were in the movie home where his wife was, and they'd all eat dinner together. And then he'd drag them in a room and have affairs with them right when his wife was there. I mean,
Oh my gosh!
He plays the sheriff in the movie. The Creeping Terror. So, but I think that, and you had Ed Wood. I mean, you know,
yeah,
all those kind of wacky,
all the wacky Ed Wood
eccentric stuff. So I'm saying,
then there's the Manos movie, which is like.
So they were asking what era.
What era?
Not what genre necessarily, but what era. I think the 50s for me is like my favorite, because just the wackiest, most bizarre premises and they were very creative. They went everything from, you know, giant bugs. That was a big thing. And they all kind of jump on it. Oh, someone made a giant ant movie. We'll do a giant praying mantis, or we'll do a giant scorpion. It's like, you know, look, a giant, and then with the giant people to, oh my gosh, you name it. They were just churning these things out left and right. You know, it came from Green Hell, whatever that was, or where it was a tree monster. I mean, weird stuff. So 50s for me.
50s?
Yeah.
Yeah, 50s it is bizarre, but some of them came out, there's some weird ones from the early 60s too, and then in the 70s.
Why I said up to the early 60s.
Yeah, in the 70s they started getting all gross, and then you had the 80s slashers, and now everything's like really over the top.
Those are good, but I could just lose myself in those old 50s black and white monster movies. I love them. And
then someone asked earlier about Mummy and Monkey t-shirts. We did order more t-shirts. We have a new t-shirt.
The classic ones.
For now, we have a new t-shirt supplier. I did order some, so I'm gonna see how they look and how they turned out. Hopefully everything's good. And then once I get the t-shirts and they're Mummy and Monkey approved, we can put them on our eBay store and have some locally to sell at the Thrift Crypt.
But I want to get some Harry Scary Hangout shirts made up.
Harry Scary Hangout shirts?
Yeah, I think we need to do that.
What would you guys think about an official Harry Scary Hangout shirt?
Maybe just the logo, or I can figure out a way to put our faces in it. Maybe
we should put our cartoon faces on the logo.
In there, yeah.
Oh, I didn't get to see the comments.
It'll pop back up, right?
It should.
It do.
Anytime someone types something and puts a comment in, then it shows like the most recent ones.
Yeah.
Oh, there we go. Harry Scary, yes, says the C-Tech. I'd like to get one of the old ones. Are they still available, says John.
Working on that.
We're working on it. He updated our old logo.
Yeah, it's a tiny bit of a difference.
Just like a little bit of an update.
Like I have the bat collar now instead of the regular collar with the buttons. But we do have some of the originals in like, 3X and 4X, right?
Yeah, I have some of the originals in 3X and 4X. All the other sizes were sold. Well, no, wait. I might have like one size small, but... Yeah. It seems like large and extra large are the most common sizes.
And 2X too.
And then 2X would be the next one. Yeah. But yeah, we did just order them, so I'm hoping they show up by next week.
Radio.
Because I'm interested in seeing how they turned out. Then they will be 100% cotton. I just hope the print job turns out okay.
Yeah, we have to look into see what we get back.
Yes.
On the printer.
Yeah, once we approve, then we can put them up for sale.
From the manufacturer. Could be a man,
Yes.
not just the manufacturer, but could be a woman manufacturer. You never know.
Bill says, yes, yes, Harry Scary tees. Harry
think that's the
Scary
way to
tees.
go.
Yeah, I guess we need a Harry Scary hangout
No,
design.
we do. Maybe a green shirt or something kind of funky.
A green shirt.
Green with black with a black logo.
Whoa, a
Could be kinda
green
sweet.
T-shirt?
Yeah.
Now you're getting wacky.
Yeah, maybe just black with a white logo. I don't know.
Well, we had the red logo on our eBay page and in the shop with the tattoo design.
You mean the red shirt?
The
with
red
black,
shirt,
with
yeah,
the black artwork.
the
yeah.
red shirt with the black artwork, and it doesn't seem to be as popular. So I think people like the black T-shirts more.
Yeah, you gotta go with the class. That's okay. We're trying some different stuff.
Oh, John says glow in the dark.
That would be neat too.
That
if you can
would be
afford
cool.
it, it's all about, if you're ready to pay $30 for a T-shirt, you'll get it. No.
Yeah, well, some stuff like that, yeah, then the pricing goes up because...
But there's a good possibility. I mean, we have one in the kitchen right now of glow-in-the-dark we could do Harry Scary mug or Mummy the Monkey mug, but a glow-in-the-dark one.
A glow-in-the-dark monkey mug.
That we can get together.
Can you hand me my water?
I can.
Thank you.
You're welcome, dear. What other questions? Yes, Harry Scary.
Svengoolie has glow-in-the-dark shirts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Svengoolie does. Why can't you?
He has a whole crew that does a lot of things
Well,
for him.
who knows what his budget is
we
too.
like Svengoolie, and they do look cool.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
we would like to get more
Yeah,
merch
his
like that.
glow shirts are pretty sweet. I mean, yeah, it just costs money to make money. We'll see.
Yeah.
Your mom says good night.
Yeah, I got a good night text from my mom. I'll have to
Yeah,
text her
those are
back
always
after the
nice.
show. Hey, Late Horse Show. Hello, Dino and Ted.
Hey guys.
Hi, guys. We saw that you guys put up some new videos.
Yeah, I
So
gotta
you
check these guys out.
So you can check out the Late Horror Show on YouTube or the Dino and Ted on YouTube. So, cool.
Yeah, so still lots of stuff going on. And we can talk about our trip this week a little bit. It's kind of Mummy and Monkey
Our
oriented.
trip this week?
Yeah,
Oh.
to the zoo.
And then we could talk about reselling too.
Right after that,
Okay.
you want to talk about it because it was something interesting happened. I thought was
Oh yeah, let's talk about our zoo adventure and then we'll dive into the reselling.
Yeah, so we thought we would go this past week, earlier this week. We thought we would go and get out of the house, because it was getting kind of nice out here in Cleveland. The weather lifted a little bit just for a little while.
It was still cold, but it wasn't so cold you didn't want to leave the house.
And we thought we'd go to, Janet proposed the idea of proposed.
Haha.
I proposed that, but then you proposed that we'd go to the rainforest at the Cleveland Public Zoo.
The Cleveland Metro Parks Zoo.
Yeah, sorry.
So the Cleveland Metro Park Zoo here in Cleveland, Ohio is awesome. And for you guys that live in the area, you got to check it out because
It's free on Mondays.
It is free on Mondays if you live in Cuyahoga County.
That's right. Just have your ID.
And then they also have like student discounts. Right now for the winter months, it's buy one, get one on tickets.
Yeah,
So
check
you
out
get
their
to go to the
Facebook.
zoo at a discount if you show them the Facebook coupon.
Right, and we did. We went there and we hung out in the rainforest that's where we got hitched a couple years ago.
We got married at the in the rainforest building at the Cleveland Metro
Yep.
Park Zoo.
And we were not dressed up as Mummy and the Monkey.
No, we were dressed more normal.
So
but-
that was kind of nice to go through there again and see everything and hear everything and smell everything, and got a lot of cool footage. And we actually developed an idea for a Stasha skit there. We shot footage, and we're going to try to work on it. Maybe it'll be tomorrow night. We'll see, but depends how if we can do it.
a lot of good footage and the orangutan.
Orangutan. Yeah.
Orangutan. The monkeys.
Yeah.
The monkeys were jumping around. There was the baby
There
orangutan.
was a 4-year-old
so cute.
baby one there. It was right. So anyway, we're walking around, and then we thought, we want to go to because the admission that we pay, it gave us access to two separate, like the rainforest is separate from the main zoo.
So there's the main zoo,
Mm-hmm.
then there's the rainforest building. And what's awesome about the rainforest building is it's like 80
Enclosed,
degrees
yeah.
in there.
It's a little terrarium.
It's like a terrarium, and it could be like 0 outside or -10 outside, and it'll always be nice and warm and balmy in the rainforest.
Right. And so we decided that we were kind of debating whether or not, I'm happy we did. We were almost going to leave after because we spent a while in the rainforest hanging out and looking at everything, nook and cranny and stuff. Mm-hmm. And then let's go. For the heck of it, let's just go. So we went over to the main zoo part, And we were looking around, and we just and the cat and primate house is like really far away from the main entrance. You have to take a tram or a little trolley up there.
Yeah, they have like a little van or like
a valet.
a trolley or something that takes you up.
And this one was a covered one. It wasn't the normal ones you sit in at the zoo where you ride in like the open kind.
Love the color of that couch.
Oh, thanks.
Thank you, Dino. Yeah, this was surprisingly we bought this from eBay, but
Ow, it doesn't feel like I'm
it's
sitting
not
right
that
now.
it's not that comfortable after a while. The cushions on it kind of.
There goes Junior.
Oh God.
The guy smashed him. But anyway, so we jump into this. We go, let's go up to the cat and primate house. Where the heck, because there was really nobody there, which was another cool thing. It was very interesting, cool,
Yeah, 'cause
eerie.
when you go to the zoos and some of the museums
during
during the winter months, it's like the off season. So then you almost have the whole place to yourself. It's real
It was
quiet.
fantastic.
Not a lot of people there.
it was like ghost town.
Oh,
we're gonna call
it was awesome.
It was really cool. So we decided to jump on this tram and go to the cat and primate house. So as soon as we walk on, we're the only two walking on. Jan said, "Can we come in? Can we get a ride there?" And the guy's like, "Sure." And as we're walking into the van, the driver goes, he says, "What? No costumes today?" And we looked at each other like, is he talking about the mummy? And you're like, I guess. I'm like, we sat down for a few quick, not uncomfortable, just kind of awkward moments.
Well, it took a minute to process because we weren't in mummy and monkey mode. We were just kind of incognito.
Too late, Dino. Silent him already. What?
John asked if who performed the service.
I
guess he's asking about the wedding.
Oh my gosh.
This was almost 2 years ago, and 42nd Street Pete from Cinema Wasteland.
My man.
He performed the service. He
It
married
was
us.
pretty sweet. Yeah, I mean, and that was your idea too, and I thought that was an awesome idea.
Yeah, he is a minister. Yeah.
He got ordained, I think. Yeah. So,
Or an ordained minister.
So, but yeah, that was pretty
Surprisingly.
cool. And Pete's a good friend and a great guy, and he'll be with us Saturday, hanging out with us. So anyway, so we're like, but again, we're not used to this type of thing. We do the show for fun, and for a creative thing, and to make it a little bit of a way of life, perhaps. So we're doing this, and anyway, so we're sitting
to try
there,
to build up the following,
mostly because we love this
doing
type
it,
of thing that we grew up watching. We like to try to do our best, do our little part to preserve it. So anyway, so when this guy said that, we started chatting up a little bit, and once we figured out, he was talking about the mummy and the monkey, and then we asked him what his name. His name was Al. Really nice guy, and we talked a little bit about the possibility of the mummy and the monkey maybe being at the Boo at the Zoo event this Halloween. Who knows?
So here's hoping. We are talking to someone that works with the zoo.
It could happen.
Where we may be making an appearance at Boo at the Zoo.
Who knows?
I saw a comment earlier, someone asking if we're going to Michigan in April. I know Motor City Nightmares is at the end of April, but I think
There's a lot going on.
What we need to do is sit and go over the calendar months and mark all of the events that
because it's starting to get.
We're starting to get booked up for all these events for 2019. Yeah.
We would love to though. I miss Motor City. I mean, I would love to go there again.
Yeah, that was a fun show. The last time we went was 2016.
That's the only time I went.
Yeah,
actually, I was there once before.
But our friends out in Kalamazoo, Michigan. Our friend Kenji, he puts together a show called...
Are you ready to talk about that now?
We could, just for a minute.
All right.
And then
go back to the zoo.
Go back to reselling. Or we need to finish up the zoo?
Yeah.
So I'm sorry, go ahead.
So real quick, we talked to Al. He asked us some questions about us being on in California for that time. We explained to him that it was just sort of a limited thing, a test, not even a test thing. It was just sort of a paid time thing that through a friend that
producer friend
that had it. So we talked a little bit about that, and then we get up to the primate house, cat and primate house. We're walking around, and then we walk past this other couple, and again there were maybe 4 or 5 other people there, and we walk past, walking towards this other couple that was just standing there, and I hear the guy go to the girl he's with, the woman he's with. He goes, "Honey, look, we're amongst royalty." I'm thinking, really?
And I heard that, and I'm like, wait, what? And I'm looking over, and it's like, and he said, he introduced himself, and yeah, they were people that met us at Goularty Fest, and
actually they work with
and they work with Dave
with
and
Dave Binkley and Mike Mace.
Mike Mace from the Weirdness Really Bad Movie.
Yeah.
So, and that's a Roku show. The Weirdness Really Bad Movie. They go on location to different places and they host like a mystery movie or a horror film. So yeah, nice guys.
Yeah, and then we talked to them for a little bit, and so we had that thing in common where we both have something to do, if not
So
everything
it's
to do
weird
with
that
the shows.
it was
yeah.
really, really quiet at the zoo that day, but we ran into two people that recognized us.
It was really, really neat.
Yeah, so that was fun, and it was a nice little break from all the stuff we've been working on.
Yeah, it was unexpected, and it would turn out to be, it was nice to know that people, appreciate the show, and we appreciate them watching, because, even though obviously you can upload anything you want and no one can watch it, and that's what's different about this versus like being on television or network television, because they won't, you have a short-lived shelf life if you don't perform. So I think it's even harder to do something for the internet, because if you're doing it just for yourself if no one watches it. So when people watch it and like it, man, that's great.
It's awesome. We appreciate people that watch us and take the time to say hi and send us emails and fan letters and stuff. We had someone else ask weirdest fan encounter, and I don't know how I should answer this.
Do you have one?
Or if at all. I mean, there's been it's been mostly good, I would say 99% of the time people are awesome and really nice to us. But the weirdest fan experience,
I don't even,
I mean, the only thing I could think of right now is at a show. I'm kind of at a convention, we're in character, but I'm taking a minute to sit down and eat a sandwich because I was starving.
Was that weird, disrespectful?
And I don't know if I get weird and disrespectful, I think, in my opinion. And people were stopping to take pictures of me while I'm eating a sandwich. So that was a little odd. So I did confront someone about it, but in a nice way. I was trying not to sound mean, but...
Oh, but the couple that we met too at that were talking to us last about the midnight, there was Klaus and Rose.
Klaus and Rose.
Yeah, that was nice to meet them. Thanks,
I wasn't
guys.
sure if we should say their names.
Just first names are okay.
Okay, just first names.
Yeah, they're not gonna. We're all cool. But anyway, yeah, thanks guys. Nice meeting you. And so the weirdest fan experience. I don't know. We're looking for some.
Yeah. So no.
You can give us a weird experience.
We want everyone to be nice and polite.
Yeah, nothing that awkward.
And 99% of the time people are, so thank you.
I would think it's the other way around, that we're weird when they meet. I mean, even though they're fans of ours.
Well,
that
was the where you're eating a sandwich and
you're
someone
talking
takes
about,
a picture
yeah.
without your
It
permission.
is weird, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you call them out first.
Oh, someone put, what is that? Seeing a mummy eat a sandwich, that's something.
Yeah, you don't see it every day.
Maybe not. Maybe it was surprising to them.
Yeah, hey, let me get this on film.
Like,
No
wow,
one's gonna
that's
believe me when I
different.
tell them about this.
I saw a mummy and a monkey eating sandwiches.
Okay, you want to go on here to the Kenji story?
So, yeah, so a quick shout out to Kenji. He hosts a cable show out in Kalamazoo called Frankie. He has some lovely hostesses.
Yes.
What was it was like a Bloody Marie, and what was the other girl's name? But
Putting you on the spot.
You're putting me, yeah. But
I didn't put you on the spot.
They play some awesome indie short films. They play cool, like, rockabilly, psychobilly, rock, music videos. They just have some really fun skits.
Yeah, if you just type in Frankie, Frankie on Facebook, you'll see it comes up.
And they have some of their episodes on YouTube, so if you look for Frankie, they're a Kalamazoo, Michigan horror show. But the Mummy and the Monkeys Facebook Live episodes will be playing on their cable show too.
Kalamazoo!
So we'll be on TV in Kalamazoo, zoo,
awesome.
zoo.
That's really cool, yeah.
Yeah.
We love being, and that'll be no one's ever showed our Hairy Scary Hangouts outside of Facebook, so that'll be different.
That'll be different. So yeah, we are working with them, and hopefully we can visit them this summer.
Yeah, we're supposed to do some kind of a joint venture.
Do a fun video shoot with them.
Yeah, not that kind of joint.
Collaborative.
Yes. Recreational joint.
A
collaboration.
Film shoot.
Yes.
Reselling.
Oh.
eBay. Let's move on to reselling. Switch gears here. So eBay has been good to me.
eBay has been very, very good to me.
Been very good to me. It's been steady. It hasn't been as busy as it was last month. So far, February's been a little more quiet, but it's been steady. So, and I do have some other stuff I still need to list.
Wow, and that's it, huh?
And I'm not sure what else to. Oh, the store. So we have a Thrift Crypt store. Thrift Crypt. The Mummy and the Monkeys Thrift Crypt store. It's in Lakewood, Ohio. We offer buy, sell, trade for vintage, antiques, collectibles.
Indeed.
And we're open there, a couple days a week, and we'll update the hours on the Facebook Thrift Crypt page. But I have some cool stuff in there, and I was cleaning the windows and rearranging today. And, everything looks different now. It's been all rearranged, and there's new stuff that was added today.
Sold some cool stuff, too.
Yeah, and I sold an ice box. It was a reproduction of like an 1800s ice box.
What kind of sandwich was it?
I don't even remember. Gosh, that was months ago. People are silly. You guys are silly with your questions.
Good question.
Good questions, though. They keep me entertained. Where was I even?
Talk about cleaning bugs out of a window and selling a refrigerator.
Yes, it was an ice box.
Whatever.
And sold a Mummy and Monkeys t-shirt today.
Ooh.
We had I believe it was Connie that came into the store, so thank you, Connie. She purchased that, and I believe 2 of our DVDs.
Oh, nice. Good sell.
An ice box is good for sandwiches. Now everyone's talking about sandwiches.
Yeah, it's getting me hungry.
Sandwiches!
Hey, let's switch seats so I can do a show and tell.
Yeah, and James has a show and tell.
Yay. Here's Jimmy, little Jimmy with the show and tell.
Show and tell.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to Jimmy's Show and Tell Hour.
It's going to take a whole hour. No, I mean, the fun part of going out is find stuff. Now, when we go and search for things, we usually try to find stuff we think is it's a little more interesting. So, and you do a lot of clothing, though. Do you want to grab that one thing?
Yeah, you know what? I could show those.
Yeah, go grab that. Go ahead. I'll do a little bit. I'm going to switch seats whenever you want to show your stuff.
Okay.
Okay, so we went to a couple places over last week. Went to Berea Flea Market, which they do during the winter months, the first weekend of the months until spring breaks, and then they're there every weekend and whatnot. But we went there, and then we went to a Goodwill and some other places. This is all like stuff pretty much I got from Goodwill, I believe. So I'll start out with just a couple of silly things. Nothing too crazy, but found this thing. Looks like a sexy hipster type of cup guy, but I thought that was kind of fun. It's this old stoneware, probably late 70s, early 80s, I'm going to guess. I have no clue when this stuff was popular, but that was kind of fun. It was really super cheap, so I picked that up. And if not, I might just keep that for myself. Not that it's true or anything, but I like it. This was really weird because I haven't even looked this sucker up yet. I have no idea if it's worth anything. It was made in China. That's all I know. I have not looked it up yet. But this was sitting on a cart at a Goodwill. It's a Monty Python's Holy Grail ceramic goblet. Look at that. It's got like little guys perched around the top. I've not seen that movie in a while, but I know Janet's a big fan of Monty Python.
Monty Python.
But yeah, I know it. I was just making fun of the name. I mispronounced all that. So it's kind of weird. This again was kind of cheap too, and I'm thinking this could be a good flip for a few bucks. Because I've never seen nothing like it. I have no idea what it is. Hartville, have we ever been to Hartville? Oh my gosh, yes. I wish we'd go there.
We need to go more.
Yeah.
Yeah, we need to go more.
Someone says the Grail sells for $40, and someoone's already got one. Man, look at that.
Nice.
That's good. Yeah, I never even seen these things, so that's pretty fun. Found some really funny. Well, let me finish up with the breakables, I guess, and
yep,
then I'll
and then I
to
can
you.
show some things.
I couldn't pay. Well, you know what? I didn't bring the Sylvester plate. It's okay.
Oh, I could get it for you.
We'll grab him. Well, all right. I'll just do this. So I saw this, and and Janet saw it and didn't even pick it up. But when I saw it, I picked it up. I'm like, should I even get this thing? But I went back and I picked it up because it was just too damn cool. This ceramic Yoda. Look at him. Hello. Oh, buy me, you did. $3 I was.
Someone painted eyelashes on him.
It's obviously something. It's a chalkware type of statue or plaster. It's plaster.
It's something you would buy as like an arts and crafts thing.
Yeah, but someone painted it pretty good, and I've never seen one before.
Someone's like, a little project.
It's actually painted pretty decently.
There's no markings on it.
No, they did a little little wear on it. Look at that thing. It's got dirt marks on them. Crazy stuff. If you're going to ZipCon this month on the 24th, I don't know.
Oh no, we're gonna actually be at Cleveland Wizard World Comic Con.
Oh, that's right.
In downtown Cleveland, and what's cool is we're going to be there that Sunday hosting a discussion panel with the Cleveland Ghostbusters.
That's right. And who knows? Maybe Jason Momoa will pop in and we'll talk to him now.
Oh gosh.
I'm sure that won't
And
happen.
I guess you can meet Jason Momoa there if you want to spend like $500.
Yeah. You don't have to spend anything to come meet us. Well,
No,
just
you can
admission.
meet us and it only costs you admission.
Yeah, well, come on down, Tegan. We're going to be there on that Sunday. We're only there the one day. We're going to be with the Ghostbusters, the Cleveland Ghostbusters.
The Cleveland
table.
Ghostbusters on Sunday.
Sunday. You'll pay for the whole seat, but you only need the edge. All right. So here's some crazy albums I found. Look at that, Tammy Faye Baker. Look at that hair. Come on. How can I say no to that? Huh? I could have said no to that. And here's some really fun stuff I found. I thought was kind of neat. A Wixie 1260 album. These are kind of neat.
Which used to be a radio station.
That's right.
Yeah, Wixie 1260.
And then here's a couple. Look, these how could I not get these? I mean, they are re-pops of records that came out in the 60s, but they re-released them in 1977. But look at that. It's Doggy Daddy and Augie Doggy tell the story of Pinocchio.
Aww.
And then there was this other one, Snagglepuss and the Wizard of Oz even. Exit stage left, Dorothy. And then we got, look at Huckleberry Hound and Uncle Remus. Ooh, I don't know about that. But there you go, Uncle Remus, Huckleberry Hound. And then Wilma Flintstone tells the story of Bambi.
Aww.
And then your mother died.
Oh, jeez.
I wonder if she talks about how in
That's
depth
a Betty Rubble voice.
I know you. So I did the laugh. Okay, right?
You did. You sounded like Betty Rubble.
Anyway, yeah. Oh, but there's songs. Bedrock Rock, Bambi Part 1, song Why, that must be about the mom. Bambi, Love is for All, and there's
Alone?
Alone?
Side 2 is Alone.
This sounds like very
That's
dark.
sad.
Didn't you read the Uncle Remus stuff?
What are the comments? Believe it or not, I'd like to listen to all of those, says John.
Oh, I can't wait to put these suckers on. I wonder if Snagglepuss, what's he singing about in Wizard of Oz? Oh, there's a Snagglepuss song, sweet.
Wizard of Oz, If I Only Had a Brain. Is this Wizard of
Yeah,
Oz stuff sang by
nothing weird.
Snagglepuss?
I think the Wilma one's the weirdest one so far. Augie Doggy has his own song, and Doggy Daddy has his own song. There you go. Augie Doggy Doggy Daddy. Okay, so that's it for my portion of show and tell. Janet, what do you have? Let's switch seats.
Okay, yep. Let me, yeah. So, yeah, last weekend we went
We can switch if you want. You're closer to the camera.
Yeah, I had some stuff from the,
I don't want to show my
okay.
parts hanging.
We're wearing our pajamas.
I'm starting to fall out of mine here.
But, okay, so I look for old toys and dolls, just like he does.
Oh, and I found the Sylvester the cat porcelain plate, too.
There you go.
There you go.
But this doll is a Vogue doll, and I don't think it's plastic. I think it's celluloid.
Vogue, nothing to it.
So
Vogue.
this is a creepy little baby doll with
Vogue.
like a wig. This is like mohair here.
What about
And
curly hair?
It says Vogue on the back.
It says mohair, but it's got curly hair.
Ha. So
Sleeping.
I have to do research on this because I'm not sure which Vogue doll it is and
Strike a pose. There's nothing to it.
what material this is made of. It feels like plastic, but it feels more fragile than plastic.
What up, guys? Who that?
And it's like-
who's that? What up, guys? Something brothers on top.
Buckaroo Brothers. Hello, dudes. Hello, Buckaroos. We see you. Can you hand me that?
I can.
Thank you. This is something I picked up from the flea market last weekend, and this is by Shackman, Shackman. Okay, but I can't find this anywhere online. And the last time I sold a vintage doll from the 1960s that was labeled Shackman, New York, it sold for $45. I paid, I believe, $5 for this. But I'm going to aim high. I'm going to try like 200 or best offer, only because I can't find anything else like this anywhere on the webs. It says remote control
It's a
baby.
12-pack of babies.
Well, it's actually a 3-pack of babies.
Yeah.
I think 12 of them were supposed to be in there. There's only 3.
Listen.
But they're like little baby dolls. with, I guess that's the
They
remote.
probably have those like rubber. Well, they did.
And
so
they're supposed, their arms and legs are supposed to move. I
And
think
they-
just the legs move a little bit.
Oh my God, that's
I'm
scary.
kicking you. Kick, kick, kick. So yeah, isn't that weird?
Very weird.
These are so weird. So weird. But they're cool. I like the really weird toys.
Neat toot.
But yeah, I love that kind of stuff. And then
Bread bag.
the red bag is cool. And the red bag I do have listed on eBay. This is a patent leather, like 1950s ladies purse. And it
Or
is
man's
so
purse.
cute. Or man's purse, whoever wants to use it.
A merce.
A merce.
How you know it's not a merce?
Or a man, I don't know.
But
But this is really
It
cool.
could be a Zerse.
It has like brass here, a brass clasp.
I think it's a Zerse.
And you open this up, and
Or Zim or
it's
Zerk.
like in really good shape for being like a vintage purse. And I love this handle. Like, look at that.
Damn right.
You don't see bags made like that anymore, so this is way cute.
So true, girl.
But yeah, that's something I found, and I put it up on the eBay store.
Let me see that. I'll take that. What else you need? I need the coach shoes. There they are.
Shoes. These are Coach.
Oh my God, shoes.
Oh my God, shoes. These are Coach ladies shoes that
They're
are
not
like,
Marcellus?
they're pretty much brand new. And yeah, these are listed on the eBay store for $40. They're really, really nice. They're just ladies slip-on shoes, and it has the little emblem on it. They're a real soft leather. And leather shoes are so much better. And yeah, like they look like they were never ever worn. Super clean.
All right, cool.
All
What
right.
else you got? You're like
Um,
marble right behind
what
this
if-
bag.
Which bag is that? Okay.
You
There
want,
it is.
you want all that stuff too?
This is a vintage jacket I picked up
Here you go.
at a Goodwill, and it's Pendleton.
Oh.
I guess that's a thing where people like the Pendleton vintage jackets and blazers. But it's wool, and it's tan, and it has these fancy buttons. So we'll see. We'll see. I haven't listed that one yet. Carrying merch. Yeah, we want to get more merch made, John.
Absolutely.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, we want to get more merch made. This is Ralph Lauren. It's a black label, and it's RLX. I think it's golfing or some type of active wear. And I don't know if this is a men's or ladies, but some of the black label Ralph Lauren sells for a lot, and some of their active wear sells for a lot. But I paid $7, so we'll see. And it has like a zipper pocket for like your cell phone. It has like these embellished things.
Big words.
Has a logo on the back.
Incredible.
So yeah, I do end up picking up clothes, even though I want to find vintage baby dolls and toys.
More of them, more of them,
I want to
yes.
find more of that stuff.
That stuff sells like hotcakes.
Anything else I could show?
I think that's good, actually. What, the green?
Maybe the Kate Spade bag. the
this,
red one?
This one here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is one I put up on Poshmark. It's a Kate Spade leather purse.
Look at that.
And I guess it's a thing. Ladies like the designer bags. It's cute.
Whoop.
So we'll see if it sells. We'll see. But it's nice. It's in good shape. It's clean. And then other shoes and purses. The shoes and purses, they're easier to measure, easier to put online. If I list jeans, it's a lot of measuring. So yeah, you never know what you're gonna find either. Like we're always.
I forgot about these.
Oh, what's that?
Pepsi ad, partial Pepsi ad for Star Wars trilogy. You're probably on video cassette. Pepsi caffeine-free ad. I like
That's
that
the
kind of
old
stuff.
logo.
Yeah. Giant, supersized Marvel Treasury Edition, Incredible Hawk, as he used to say as a kid.
Incredible Hulk.
The Hawk. Look at that big giant comic book. Easy to read type in there, right?
Mm-hmm.
The cool montage on the back with the rhino, the leader,
That is cool.
the man bog thing. And then look at this devil head, baby. Yeah.
What is he supposed to be?
It's
Like
an old candy, I think candy holder.
like a candy dispenser?
Yeah.
He looks like he's old.
Plastic. Yeah, it's probably for early 60s.
Do you think 60s? He's
Early
cool.
60s, I was told. Yeah.
He's very cool.
Very neat. But yeah, all kinds. So there's all kinds of stuff.
Very nice.
There we go.
I found some other books too. Like, oh, I could show the Shakespeare one. This one I'm still trying to look up. What year was this from? I got this really cool old book. It's 1925. It's the complete Shakespeare.
That's all he wrote? That's it?
It's like all of it, and it's a really old book.
Why don't you read us something out of it?
I thought it was a Bible from far away, and I look and it's Shakespeare.
Read us something out of it. Just pick random thing. Boom. And
oh boy, there's a lot here. I
just
don't know.
read one. Just just like kind of open a pen and go boom, your finger down.
But there's a lot. Okay.
Well, not read the whole thing. Read a few seconds of it. There you go. Just a few lines.
Directly unto this question that I ask.
There you go.
In faith, I'll break thy little finger. Harry, and if thou wilt not tell me all things true, hot away.
Let me read. Let me do it.
First part of King Henry.
Okay.
What is that? What's Roman numeral?
The fourth.
The fourth?
Yeah.
Okay.
You always subtract that, I think.
I can never remember Roman
All right, I'll read
numerals.
this right here. This is The Merchant of Venice, Scene 2. I can't even read that because of the.
It's really
so
small print.
And I'm blind.
To be or not to be, says Tony.
I can't read that.
You can't?
No.
Oh, geez. Yeah, you shouldn't
Not
read
gonna
that.
read that.
Wow.
As you like it. He's got racial
There's-
words in here. I can't read
There's
that.
a lot going on. Yeah, Shakespeare was...
Burn that book.
And he made up his own language, too.
Yeah, he didn't make that word up.
Well, no, but there was some stuff he just kind of tried to...
What else?
Never mind.
He was a very creative man.
Anyway.
Anyway.
I thought it was an interesting book. Sometimes we
Yes.
find cool old books like that, and I can't find anything on that one.
So the mysteries are fun too.
There's a bunch of different Shakespeare books online, but not that one.
Drink Pepsi.
No. Oh, I could show them this one.
Oh,
forgot.
that's
Thank
that's a
you,
good
Louis.
get. That's one you're keeping.
I think I'm gonna keep this one. I paid $10 for it. It looks like it's 1940s. It's a paper.
Hold it, tilt it down so the
Hold
light
on.
doesn't.
I can take it out of here.
Okay.
It's a vintage Halloween cat, like paper decoration. Something you would hang up on the wall.
It's got a gold on it, like a gold
Yeah.
leaf, or is it? Yeah, it is.
But I like, yeah, it's got the yellow and the gold. And look at those eyes. Look how cute that is.
Wow.
So yeah, this I picked up, and I'll probably keep this one because I like Halloween.
You do?
I do, in case if you didn't know. They're saying it's Earl. Yeah, that reminds me of Earl.
He
a
does
little
that.
bit.
He does that pose sometimes.
Yeah, he does
He'll
do
arch
that
his
pose.
back up
Whoop.
and back up. Pretty funny.
So yeah, I picked him up for $10. They had it marked 12. I think it's probably worth $40 to $60.
Ugh.
So
But
I
we're
was,
keeping it.
I'm gonna find a nice
For
like.
now, we're gonna hold on to
I
it.
want to find an old frame to put it in.
There you go.
And
Maybe
keep it up
some
year
velvet Or
round.
something. I
I don't know about the velvet.
don't know. Crushed velvet behind it would be neat.
I'm thinking an old wood frame, like a really cool, like antique frame.
I mean, behind the picture, not the
Oh,
frame.
maybe.
Not a
Yeah, have
velvet
like
frame.
have like crushed velvet behind it. Real velour.
Yes, 100%. So there you go. I mean, that's our finds, and we've actually found lots more stuff, but this is more recent stuff right here.
More recent stuff that we can easily show.
Get a hold of it.
Yeah.
It's not been put away from being
There's
listed. yeah.
stuff that's already listed and put away, or stuff that we still need to research and it's buried somewhere.
Gosh knows. I think
Yeah.
Louis is finding some of that right now. He did. He's in one of my bags.
Oh
I gotta
gosh.
go stop him. So with that, we're gonna end the show. Yeah.
Yeah, remember guys to like, share, subscribe, click the little bell for updates. Please do. And that way you'll get notified. Please subscribe. And that way you will be the first to be notified whenever we upload something to the channel or when we go live and just talk to you.
Mm-hmm.
And we're going to try to do the podcast every week.
Yeah.
We're going to try to upload stuff more often. We also have our weekly Facebook live show, The Mummy and the Monkey on Facebook. And we are at themummyandthemonkey.com.
Someone had a really good question. We should probably answer
Oh,
real
what
quick.
was
Once
it?
it pops back up, it's about whether we haggle or not when we go to flea markets. I'd like to read that question real quick. Right at the top.
Do you
John.
bargain at the flea markets? Got any tips or secrets on buying?
Yes, we can totally. Let's talk about that real quick.
Okay.
That is a lot of fun. Haggling is what it's all about. As a matter of fact, I think when you go to a flea market or a swap meet and you don't haggle, then you're going to get not necessarily like ripped off, but the prices are usually raised a little bit with that built in. There's always room for haggling, and I'm pretty sure a lot of these guys Love to do it.
Well, sometimes I don't like to haggle. There are some awkward moments where I personally just don't want to deal with it.
Sometimes I'm like
So
that
I
too.
think you're better at haggling at times than me.
But but you're right. There are times when I'm like, look, I'm not going to beat anybody up if something's a buck. I mean, no,
Right,
I mean,
right.
especially if it's something I know is I can definitely get more than $1 for it. And then you don't want to beat anyone up too much. But a lot of this stuff, the other prices are inflated. So if you the one thing I ask is real quick before we even go anywhere, I go I'll just ask if the price is firm, and if they say yes, then you can just do then you can decide whether you want to try to haggle or not. But
Yeah.
some people say no, make me an offer, and then there you go. Always start sort of in the mid. Well, I would say don't put the lowest price. Don't ask them for the lowest price you'd pay for it. No, you should ask for. Well, wait a minute.
Well, why don't you have an example? Maybe that would be easier to
Right,
explain if
yeah.
you have an example, like
Right.
a past experience.
All right, so here's the big thing. I say this is what everyone talks about as far as resellers go. You have to be able to walk away. All right, that's the number one thing. If you get into a haggling thing with somebody, and there's a point where you can't just walk away from it, then I wouldn't even go into it. So if someone says that they have something for $40, and you look at it and as an experienced buyer, you know this thing is. It depends what you're doing too, though.
There's a difference between like if you want to buy something
To
just
resell.
because you want it to enjoy it and keep
Right.
it,
It's two different
or
approaches.
if you're buying something to try to resell
Right.
as a business or a part-time thing.
Yeah, here's a good
So
example.
there's a big difference. So let's
But-
say
Right. There's
some seller has a pair of Converse shoes for $10 and they're gently used. They're in good shape and they're your size and they're the right color and you really like those shoes. Yeah, you would
Pay
pay
the
the
$10.
$10. But let's say if I see a pair of shoes for $10 and I'm shopping as a reseller, maybe $10 isn't good for me. Maybe if it's only like $1 or $2, then I would buy it and maybe try to sell it for 10 or $15. Maybe I'd only want to pay $5 for it and hope to get $20 out or 25, you know?
Right.
So
That's better.
it really depends on the situation and what you're there for, what you are shopping for. Are you shopping for yourself or are you shopping to resell it to someone else?
Right, and that's right. There's two different ways to approach it. Correct, because there's stuff I'd pay full price for it because I want it.
Because
and I'm
it's
gonna
something
keep
you
it,
really like.
and it's
Yeah.
worth that much to me. But if I'm going to flip it, then I know if I'm going to sell it for twice as much, I can't get it for 3/4 of what it's worth or 100% of what it's worth. I have to get at least half or below of what it's worth to be able to, and I have to kind of know what I'm dealing with.
So like there's one sometimes we'll go and there's like the same vendors that have like their store set up where they have everything priced and they're kind of firm on the pricing. And we know that those certain vendors, that's their price that's set. And normally they have like the same stuff every time. So we just walk past their booth because it's not really for us.
And we know that we're not going to get.
And we know we're not going to get a bargain there.
Right.
It's not stuff that we could resell.
a bargain,
but-
or a bargain.
Maybe they're selling stuff that other people want to buy, and that's fine.
And here's something else too to keep in mind. I was gonna say, oh shoot, I had it at the top of my head. I was gonna say something about buying something. Oh god, great! I got a brain fart. That's good.
It's okay.
It was kind of important too about when you go to buy stuff from somebody. When you are gonna buy stuff, sometimes you can even get a better deal if you buy more things.
Yeah, like let's say if you
make
pick
a
out
pile. They'll say make a pile, and
make a pile and we'll give you a deal.
yeah.
So like there was one vendor recently that had on his table any item $5 each.
Right.
And I'm looking and I grabbed a handful of things and he kind of lumped some things together where I got like $10 off.
Right, so sometimes they're not as
Yeah.
strict as some of the advertised prices they have. And if you just go to a table with somebody who has a bunch of stuff that you really like there's more than just one thing, you want to start making a pile, and then they'll usually cut you a better deal.
They call it,
So-
John says pickers talk about that, they call it bundling. Yeah,
Yeah, you bundle.
where you can bundle, like if you go to a flea market or an estate sale or someone's yard sale even, you find a handful
Yeah, I don't
of
want to
things
give
you
all
like.
the
Yeah.
secrets away about how
But-
people do things. But if you don't try to haggle with some of this, then and you're doing it, I would even say, even if you're looking to collect it or resell it, doesn't matter. You probably left money on the table, by doing that.
Well, it depends on the situation,
Yeah.
what they have, and what. There's so many factors, so there's no real right or wrong answer.
Yeah, you
I mean,
never know.
there's so many different variables with whatever sale you go to, what the people think is valuable versus, So
if somebody-
you have to kind of trust your gut and,
Yeah.
and kind of do some research. And we're not professionals by any means. We're not like, look at us, we're
No
awesome.
way.
No, it's just from past experiences.
Yeah, and I do
And-
I do a thing where if someone has something, no, go ahead and finish it.
And we've been collectors for years before we started like reselling all the time. We would collect stuff, and sometimes I would sell a few things here and there and use that as spending money to go buy other things. What's it saying? I am back, phone.
Oh,
Oh, someone's phone died. Okay.
All right. Well, I hope that answered your question.
Mm-hmm.
And we're trying to, So, but it's a lot of fun, and you got to keep it fun. That's the number one thing. Don't don't insult anybody. Because actually that happens with us. I would say on eBay.
Oh, Tony put, some people think it's called a free market.
Yeah.
They want everything for nothing. A free.
That's true. Hey, okay, so
Here's a term I made up, and I call it flea bay.
Oh yeah, I love that. Flea bay.
Flea bay.
People that think they have.
When you go to a flea market and there's people that might have a booth,
Oh my
and
Lord.
you ask how much something is,
This is old.
and they're like, it's old. Okay, well, dirt is old.
Yeah, it's millions of years
But that
old. How
doesn't
much
mean
is
it's valuable.
How much are the rocks that are worth below your feet? They're millions of years old.
Or they're like, those go for $100 on eBay. Okay, well, did
Sell 'em on eBay.
they actually sell for that on
Or
eBay?
why aren't you selling them on eBay
and
for 100?
and if you think it's worth $100, why didn't you put it on eBay?
Yeah.
Like,
Well, you know
what are
what?
you doing here with the flea market
But
stuff?
okay, so as sellers ourselves, I mean, you take the other side of the fence, or
Yeah.
the devil's advocate. When we put stuff up for with a price on it on eBay, and we also usually put whatever the price is, like $50 or best offer. Well, you'll get an offer, and it'll be like someone will say $10. Like, now that's an insulting offer, because if over a certain amount. That's what you don't want to do when you're going haggling. If somebody has something for $10 and you go, I'll give you 50 cents for it, you've insulted them more than likely, and you should just probably not even, you don't be surprised if they give you a dirty look. Because their markup is based on something usually.
Yeah.
And but there's probably room to haggle, so go ahead and haggle, but don't
Mm-hmm.
be insulting, because that could start it off really bad.
Trash Picture Show says, I stopped going to the thrift shop because the guy whipped out his phone and checks eBay, and I'm like, I'd buy it on eBay if I wanted it then. Okay.
You're talking about like the
Oh,
people
how-
that work there? Well,
You mean the
also-
people that work there or the people that shop there?
Well, he's got to be talking about the people that work
Maybe
there.
the people that work
Yeah,
there.
they price things.
Yeah, they do research
Yeah,
things.
They have been for years.
And they have been for years. So
There were some thrift stores that would have. I remember in Virginia Beach when I lived there. This one thrift store I was going to. I walk out and I look behind. As I walk, I look on their door on the side. It says, Premier eBay Seller or whatever it's called. This is, and they had a sticker in their window that said they're eBay sellers.
But you know what? So here's the thing, though. As a business, they have that right to run business that way.
Yeah.
So even though it doesn't work for us, they can do that. Hey,
We're ju-
Swamp Picker.
We're just salty about those days of whenever you would go into a thrift shop.
We miss the good old days of thrift store shopping when everything was dirt cheap.
Because
Yeah.
it was for families in need. You know what I mean?
Well, and then
Or people that couldn't afford retail stuff. Now stuff's retail price in there.
Yeah, but here's the thing. Like, so Goodwill and Savers, they are a business. Goodwill does do some charity stuff, but really they're a corporation, so they could decide how they want to run their
Yeah,
business.
it's an amazing thing. I mean, they get
Savers
all their
too.
all their
Yeah.
inventory is donated. It's absolutely free.
But-
And they look it all up and mark it up almost to retail prices, because they only do that because of people that flip things, and they don't want you to get, because they're just being competitive.
And I understand they have the right to do that. They are
Sure.
a business. They have the right to decide how they want to run their business.
It just puts a lot
But
of
it is,
people-
yeah, it's all donated stuff. So I've even told customers in our shop, like, hey, before you donate something, I may be interested in buying it off of you.
Yeah, make a couple bucks.
Where you can make a few bucks and I can maybe flip it for a few bucks.
And I can go on
Hopefully.
vacation.
But
You can buy a
yeah,
loaf
it
of
is.
bread.
It is getting silly with some of the
Yeah.
thrift stores. But I noticed like Savers, they don't say that they're a thrift store. It just says Savers.
Yeah, that term thrift store is dying. I mean, it's
They're
more.
the-
It's just,
yeah.
it's like almost a shop now. That's why I pointed out to you. I was like, it's not so and so thrift, so and so thrift. It's Savers or what other places or it used to be
what was the
unique.
one
Well, it was unique thrift.
Well,
but-
there used to be one called Unique Thrift, and I
Yeah.
think Savers bought them.
and now it's just Savers.
Yeah, and there's another one called Value World.
Yeah, that's
near
right.
us.
Value World. Doesn't
Value
say-
World,
doesn't
but
Value World
they
thrift.
don't use thrift anymore.
Yeah, clever
Yeah.
ish.
I prefer charity shops because it's for a good cause. And here's a good line. If they say that the item only costs $2 back in 1975, I'd tell them to go home and jump in their time machine and go back in 1975 to get it for $2. Oh, that's
Righty-o.
funny.
But then, well, that's somebody that's being a jerk about the price being hiked up since then. But you know
Inflation, the cost
what? Well,
of
it's not
inflation.
only inflation, but it's something that
and
that
collectability.
collectability drove
Yeah.
the price up. So yeah, you're not going to get it for what it cost when it came out.
Yeah.
All right, it's silly. But all right,
So I think this wraps it
that was
up.
fun.
Yeah, we've been on for about an hour, and it's saying an hour and 15 minutes.
Yeah, that's pretty good. We owed him a little bit more from not being on last.
My
few
nose
weeks.
is itchy from the dust.
Yeah, all the
I think we
junk.
kicked up some dust
Yeah, I think
going
that
through
book-
some old,
yeah,
maybe that book.
did it,
Yeah. Ah,
So with that, yeah. So let's end on that note before you start sneezing.
before I start sneezing again.
And we want to thank you all for watching us. Join us next time right here on Living the Scream.
Living the Scream!
With the Trauma Scream
With
Queen.
the Trauma Scream Queen.
Oh, all right, guys. Thanks a lot.
Bye!
Don't let the devil make you have to turn it off.
Oh, yeah, I do, don't I?
Turn it off. Turn it off now.
The devil's talking to me. Oh, no, he's floating.